Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on episodes 9, 10, 11, and 12 of Do You Love Your Mom and Her Two-Hit Multi-Target Attacks. Um, these episodes adapt the third volume of the light novel, and it's the sort of the end of the TV anime proper. There's still an OVA after this, but from what I can tell, it is completely unrelated. Well, not unrelated, but it doesn't adapt anything, from what I can tell. So, these 4 episodes, we have Momoko, Masato, Porta, Wise, Medi arriving at a town with a dungeon that has 100 floors, and if you get to the top floor, you get a wish. And in this volume, we're introduced to sort of our first recurring villain. Because Volume 1, the villain was Wise's mom. Volume 2, the villain was... villain was kind of Medi, that went crazy with the dragon and stuff, but this is the first time that we're introduced to a villain that's going to keep coming back. The villain here is Amante, and I've got my my copy of Volume 3 here, and I'm looking through. One thing I'll point out is, here in the novel, they translate the group as Libere, Libere. In the anime, when you're watching it, it's just called Rebel, but pronounced by a Japanese person, so it's like Libel. So that's the name of the group. Libel, Libere, whatever. So she is one of the 4 heavenly kings of the Libel Rebellion. And she hates moms, and she's trying to get to the top floor to wish that moms no longer exist. And she has basically got all of the sons of the town to join her, and all the moms in the town are trying to get their sons back. This is the weakest volume of this series, in my opinion. And that makes these episodes sort of the weakest for me as well. This volume was sort of... I almost stopped reading the series after this volume. I'm glad I didn't, because I still enjoy the series now, and I think it's gotten much better, but this volume was just sort of... I don't know. I didn't really care for Amante in this, or initially, and I still... she's still kind of not great in these episodes. I think she gets a lot better once Sorella is introduced and they're sort of a duo. But sort of coming into this knowing, or having seen her more, I did enjoy her a bit more in these episodes. I've been talking about voice actresses and voice actors and stuff in these videos. Amante's voice actor is good, just not what I imagined. If I was casting this somehow, I would have swapped Medi and Amante's voice actors, because Medi sounds more like what Amante sounded like in my head, and Amante sounds more like what Medi sounded like in my head. I don't know, I imagined Medi with a bit of a deep voice and Amante with a bit of a higher pitched voice. But both do a good job. Amante's fine. Her not being able to help herself and just sort of saying everything she's trying to keep secret is pretty funny. But yeah, these were, animation was still sort of the same, not great, but not terrible. These episodes were okay. It had some of the most significant changes from the the light novel that I've seen so far. In the previous 2, there was just a few scenes that were cut. A whole, not like a chunk was cut out, but they start a guild. Mamako, Masato, and everyone, they start their own guild. I forget what they called it in the anime, but the translation in the novel just calls it the Mom's Guild or whatever, Mom's Guild. And so they get this rundown little building to be their guild. And, first some of, the sons that abandoned their moms come up. And this is weird, but, when I first read Volume 3 of the light novel, I was like, this is okay, but I'm glad they haven't done that thing that so many light novels do and do like an attempted rape thing. And then in this volume, we get that attempted rape thing, um, even though it's sort of played as a joke. But like the three sons, they like grab all the kids, and they're like trying to get Mamako to sleep with them, but she just misunderstands and like puts them to bed. Um, so that was a weird thing. Like as I was reading volume 3 of this light novel back then, I was like, well, at least there hasn't been any attempted rapes, and then it happened, and that's still here in the anime. But those three, after Mamako like puts them to sleep or whatever, um, they come back and they fix up the rundown guild building. Um, that just doesn't happen here. Like we come back to the guild at least once afterwards, right? Like we get it, it's run down. We leave to go to the tower with all like with the dungeon in it, um, and we get this silly thing where all the moms join the guild to go get their sons, and then when they get to the dungeon, they all start to be like, "Oh, I don't remember if I locked the door. Oh, I left the windows open. I left the laundry out," and so we get this like bit where Wise is using teleportation magic to bring them back and forth, and she's left really tired. But I don't remember exactly how it happens in the novel, but sort of after that, I think we go up a few floors, and then we go home for the night. And when they get back to the guild, they see that the three dudes that came to attack them at the guild before had fixed it up for them. That never happens. We go to the dungeon with the moms, and then we just we go up all 100 floors in sort of one go. Um, so that's one change. And another one is because we don't go back to the guild, there's a scene where Mamako and Amante sort of have like a little like competition where they do like dishes and they do like laundry, right? Um, in the novel, that takes place back at the guild, um, but because it never gets fixed up and we never go back there, we just stop in the middle of the dungeon and have Amante and Mamako sort of compete. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. These episodes were okay. Um, they just were adapting a volume that I didn't care for. Um, and so let's talk just sort of overall what I thought of the anime, I guess, real quick. Um, it was okay. It was kind of cheap. Like when Mamako attacks, they do like that old like Pokemon thing or Digimon thing where they reuse the attack animations. Um, Voice actors were all good. I think they did a good job, sort of. I don't want to say bringing life to the characters. That sounds weird. But like they did a good job portraying the characters. Mamako, I think, just like in the novels, was sort of the standout. I forget Kayano I think. Um, she was in No Game No Life. She played the little was it Shiro? I forget. But she did a good job as Momoko. Just like the novels, Momoko sort of stands out here because that's what she's supposed to do. Um, but yeah, it was an okay adaptation. Some stuff was skipped, but it was mostly stuff that wasn't too important, but stuff that I still wish was there. Like in Volume 2, the like pillow fight scene. We didn't need that in the anime. Um, but it was a fun scene, and I would have liked to have seen it. And so yeah, as a whole, it's okay. If you read the novels, you don't need to watch this. Like sometimes you get an anime adaptation that's like that they put so much money into and it looks great and it just sort of blows you away. This isn't that. If you like the novels, give it a try. It's okay. If you don't if you don't like the novels, I don't know why you're watching this video. But if you don't like the novels, the anime is not going to win you over either. Um, but yeah, that's about it. I haven't watched the OVA yet. I'll watch that soonish. My plan for when I finally end up uploading these videos is to do them just sort of all in a row, week after week. So there'll be what, 4 videos. So it'll do like a whole month of just these anime videos. So next week will probably be the OVA video. But anyway, that's it. That's my thoughts on the anime. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.